Hell is real. Hell is real. The lake of fire is real. And I want you to understand, as believers, it's very important that we understand that, because it separates darkness from light. It separates righteousness from unrighteousness. If we think that there is no hell, and by the way, the Lord simply tells us in Scripture that hell is real. So many scriptures, so many analogies, so many parables where he talks about the lake of fire and the tares being separated from the wheat and bound and bundled up and cast into the fire. And along with the branches that refuse to bear fruit, right? The branches that have been not living a life that reflects who Jesus is, but living a life of hypocrisy and living a life of destruction, living a life of destructive thoughts and things of whatever in nature that have to do with sin, living a life of that nature. He called them unbearable trees, unbearable branches who did not bear fruit. And he said they were broken off. They were severed off from the vine, who Christ is, and they were cast into the fire. Hell is real. And it's very important that we understand that concept as believers, because it separates us from the world. There is a line between the world and Christ. And he simply tells us that we are in the world and not of the world. Come on. And light and darkness have nothing in common. And I took you out of the darkness, right? And I brought you into my marvelous light. It's very important that we understand that. Hell is real. And so those who love Jesus, we live a life that reflects Christ. We live a life that shows that we believe him. I can't say that I believe in Jesus and I don't think, talk, act, treat people like he does. I can't say that I believe in him and I put my hope in him and I live a life that reflects more of the darkness than Christ, who is pure light, and in him there is no darkness. Hell is real. And if we don't bear the fruit of Christ, we can't go there. We can't go to heaven. If we don't bear the fruit that Jesus has in himself, we can't go to the place he's prepared for us. But we go to the place where those who refuse to love him, those who refuse to reflect him, go. And that's unfortunately in hell. And God says this: I don't take pleasure in the destruction of the wicked. The Lord, it grieves him that people are choosing to not choose him as their salvation and live a life that reflects him, but